Now that electric cars are becoming more and more popular, there's a lot of accessories available in the markets. And so in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick update of my experience with the latest refresh Model S non-plaid and cover all the accessories as well as some additional accessories I have set up for the house, like the Tesla wall connector that I've been using on my refresh Tesla Model S. Let's go ahead and get started. So real quick, I want to cover some aesthetic mods. As you can tell, I have some carbon fiber looking mirrors. They're real carbon fiber, by the way. I have carbon fiber cover caps on the side cameras where the turn signal indicators are on each fender. And my Tesla is the long range version before they discontinued that and just called it the Model S, because the long range and the Model S doesn't come with a spoiler, and in my opinion, it just needed to have a spoiler. So I installed a gloss plaid spoiler on my Model S. Now these three cover accessories are indeed made of real carbon fiber, and all three of them came from RPM Tesla. I bought these things out of pocket because I've been hearing a lot of great reviews from Tesla online forums, and from our overall personal experience, they're solid. They're a company here in California, and the molding is built to actually fit each Tesla. Now the mirror caps, not only do they look great, but they also add additional protection as it protects the mirrors from any rock chips or debris, and it's a lot easier to clean compared to wiping off bug guts on your side view mirrors. And the carbon fiber caps over here on the side cameras, I really do like this because standard, it was just a piano gloss plastic, and in my opinion, just didn't look right. So I installed these carbon fiber cover caps for the cameras, and I gotta say, they look fantastic. And the fitment from RPM Tesla is on par because everything is covered properly. Now for the plaid spoiler over here, this is a 1-to-1 copy of the original plaid spoiler. Cool thing is, this spoiler is reasonably priced, as it doesn't really cost that much. The Model S plaid performance spoiler made out of real carbon fiber molding and comes available in both gloss and matte. I decided to go with the gloss look because the matte is actually the standard spoiler for the plaid. I don't want to copy it too much and make my vehicle into a pretend plaid, which is why I debadged everything. So it's something different. And it also matches really well with the other gloss carbon fiber accessories I have on my Tesla. But yeah, this spoiler isn't bad. It fits perfectly fine, and it's a lot cheaper than the real plaid spoiler. And attaching it onto the Tesla, it's extremely easy. Everything is just held together with 3M adhesive, no need to drill or anything like that. Now inside. Now previously with my Model Y, I did install a screen protector on the center display, but for the 17-inch and even the 8-inch display on the back, I decided not to do that this time because during the time when I picked up my Model S, the car was so new with the new refresh interior, there wasn't any accessories available. But I was waiting until somebody made an accessory, a tempered glass screen protector for the 17-inch display. Unfortunately, nothing came out. After several months of waiting, I just decided to peel it off, and to my surprise, it's actually made out of glass. And throughout the months of having both displays exposed to the elements, there's not a single scratch mark or anything. So since I don't wear gloves or anything like that, there's literally no way for the screen to actually make contact to really receive a scratch of some kind. It's not like I'm exposing my display to sharp keys or anything like that, like a smartphone would typically be at risk for, nor do I have any kids with toys and stuff to be thrown around inside the vehicle. So having a screen protector this time, it's not really necessary, but once more, will definitely give you peace of mind if that's one of your biggest concerns. But from my personal experience, I'm quite impressed how durable this glass display is. Now in terms of floor mats, I do have all-weather floor mats. This is a third-party one from Tapas. This is the one I've been using on my car. I like the fact that it just fits perfectly fine on both driver and passenger side, even in the rear seats. Everything is nice and flush. I have spilled drinks on this thing, and this thing has been holding up really well. It's super easy to vacuum and clean up, and it basically covers everything. Every single angle, including the high raised areas that you see right here. Now this is my first time using their product, and they did send this out for me to check out and see if I like it. And it's on my vehicle, so I really do like it. And they have a lot of reviews backing up their reputation on Amazon, as they make other accessories for other Teslas like the Model 3 and the Model Ys, and also has been receiving positive feedback. But these are the mats that I'm currently using on my car, and they're not bad. Another great accessory I highly recommend is a gaming controller of your choice. Me personally, I've used an Xbox controller. You don't have to use the Elite controller like I do. I just had this on hand, and it's handy. As any modern day Xbox controller will be fully compatible. You just plug it in with a USB-C to USB-C to the little USB ports right here in the center console, and this allows you to basically play Cuphead and a bunch of other controller enabled games like Sonic. And 2-player mode is indeed compatible, because after all, The Tesla is basically a console on wheels at this point. So this is another great accessory I like to travel with. Now I do have the Tesla wall charger installed in my household. And by wall charger, I mean the connector that Tesla sells for $400. And I kind of regret on installing this because there are some hidden fees that you have to be aware of, because I wasn't aware of it. That's why I'm making this video, to help others learn from my mistake. So depending on where you live, but my city required me to purchase a permit. That was an additional $500. And then another $500 for me to have a professional come and install it. So in grand total, I spent about $1,500 to have this wall charger installed. The other method by which I went ahead and did instead was just installing a NEMA charger. One of these, basically your dryer has this. But depending on the city, you may be still required to pay that $500 permit. Another clever walk around is actually picking up one of these dryer adapters, which will basically allow you to still use your dryer and at the same time charge your vehicle. It's like a smart box, so it'll switch between the device that's actually needing power automatically instead of you manually unplugging and plugging it back in. And because of this, thanks to this adapter, there's no need to have a professional come install it, as well as pay for a city permit. But the pro going with the Tesla wall charger is there's rumors that there is going to be an upcoming software update that will actually allow you to actually have more features, more capabilities with the wall charger on the Tesla app. But at the time of getting this video, that's not available yet. But if you do have Tesla Solar, your solar system can actually communicate with the Powerwall, because in the app you can actually make reservation power for the vehicle so it doesn't draw too much power if you have the Powerwall. Then if you're generating a lot of solar energy and you don't want to use that much power from the grid, you can actually adjust the ampage right here. It'll slow down the charge rate of your Tesla, but will technically allow you to actually use solar-free energy to charge your vehicle. And on a really good day, I'm able to get about 36 miles added to my car in about 2 hours of just sun solar energy. But if you don't have Tesla Solar, nor are you really too excited to wait for those Tesla updates, you could easily save about $1,000 if you just have the NEMA charger outlet installed in your garage. And then if your vehicle came with the Tesla charger, by simply purchasing the Gen 2 NEMA adapter for that appropriate outlet, this will allow your vehicle to charge about 30 miles per hour instead of the standard 5 miles per hour if you're just using the standard wall outlet. The Gen 2 is capable of charging your car at that much faster rate. And for the cost, this is more cost efficient compared to the wall connector. The wall connector costs $400 and it's able to deliver 44 miles per hour of charge. Going with the NEMA route with the Tesla provided charger can deliver 30 miles per hour of range when you purchase the NEMA adapter. And this adapter is extremely affordable because the wall charger stated it can only charge your vehicle about 44 miles per hour. So not much of a difference, to be honest, especially if you charge your vehicle overnight, because the next morning it should be at the designated charge percentage you left that vehicle to charge at. Now, the next accessory I definitely recommend, these hockey pucks. If you need to do any like wheel maintenance to your car or even brake maintenance, you need to have one of these, because these will actually allow you to safely lift up your vehicle from the ground if you're using a car jack. These hockey pucks are really inexpensive and they just fit in underneath here. Then you just place the jack underneath. And this basically allows you to safely jack up your vehicle, because if you don't do this, you risk puncturing or damaging your battery pack that's literally underneath the car. So this is how you properly jack up your Tesla. Now, another great accessory I highly recommend is this little lock ring whenever you're using the J1772 charger. Whenever this is attached to the vehicle, it makes it difficult for others to actually unplug your car while it's charging. So if somebody wants to be like a Karen or something like that and unplugs your car to charge their car, this little lock prevents them from easily doing so. Now, another great accessory I really do like is this sun folding visor. Because Tesla windshields are extremely big, there's a lot of open gaps if you're just using a generic sunshade. Going with an actual one that actually is made to fit on the Tesla gives you a lot of privacy and does an excellent job making sure your interior stays nice and cool. So I highly recommend this, especially if you're just charging and watching Netflix. Now, another great interior mod that I have is this radar detector. This is the Escort Max 360. I like this radar detector because it actually will display the little arrows right here, letting you know or have a better understanding which direction is that officer located with its radar on. It also marks laser as well. And from my experience, I haven't got any tickets ever since I got this radar detector. And I've been using this brand for over 8 years now, and so far, 0 tickets. But there's other amazing radar detectors available in the market, like the Valentine one. But regardless, whichever radar detector you're using, you may want to pick up this long cable that easily wraps around the entire Tesla, as this is how I was able to hardwire it to my vehicle. Well, to make it look minimum and invisible, I just basically tucked the cable all the way around the corners over here, down the pillar, and then just down here where the floor mat is, and it just wires everything up. I had to pull some of these panels off, but I just wired everything up where I could still use the 12-volt outlet to power on my radar detector. It uses the same adapter that all radar detectors use. And the cool thing about the Model S is as soon as you step away from the vehicle, it actually will power off the 12-volt outlet. This was an issue I faced with my Model Y, where it will still keep my radar detector running. On the Model S, I'm assuming even the new Model X, it doesn't do that. It turns everything off completely, so you don't have to worry about draining your battery quicker. Now, I have been using the escort mount on my vehicle, which works perfectly fine. Just unfortunately, due to the California heat, sometimes this does randomly fall off my windshield, especially when I'm accelerating, which is extremely annoying and can be a hazard to my passengers. So I recently jerry-rigged this thing, and once more, thanks to the California heat, the heavy-duty glue that I used came undone, and once more my radar detector fell. But recently on Amazon, I came upon this. Now, this is an accessory that I purchased. I'm just waiting on for it to get delivered. Maybe it's already here by the time this video is being uploaded, and I'm just overlapping everything as I'm talking. But basically what it looks like, it uses the same 3-in adhesive that GoPros use. Everything just snaps on. So if you're looking for a low profile one, this thing is inexpensive and it's absolutely solid, and you don't run the risk of the suction cup getting loose and just falling off from your dash. So I have this new adapter in the video description down below. Now, the accessories I kind of regret getting. Unfortunately for this Model S, I did not get a PPF installed on my front fascia like I did with my Model Y. The reason why I didn't get it because I like to do the DIY ones where I actually purchase a kit and install it myself. Unfortunately, since I received my Model S early on, there wasn't any PPF kits available for consumers. And I really didn't want to go to a shop because here in California, a lot of installation shops basically would charge you the Tesla tax, which makes everything just unreasonable. And if you're curious how that's been like, well, 18,000 miles later, this is how my front end looks like. Yes, there's a couple paint chips here and there. There's also scratches on the hood. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of comments about this in the comment section why I didn't do it. Well, the reason why I didn't decide to actually take it to a professional shop to wrap it in some type of PPF film protection for the paint is because I'm actually planning on selling this for the Cybertruck whenever that comes out. So I personally don't have any plans on having this car in the long terms. So for me, I really don't mind or care. But if you're curious how that's been like without having a PPF wrap on my vehicle, yeah, you can look at these chip marks and stuff like that, and you can decide if you really want to have a professional install a PPF on your vehicle. But again, for me, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this vehicle now, just because I've just been seeing a lot of like white Tesla Model S's lately. Now, other accessories I am gonna get next, because I already recently received a flat tire on my Tesla. It punctured the sidewall, so it was unpatchable. And after doing a little bit of research, I'm gonna go ahead and grab these from Modern Spare. Unfortunately for the Model S, they're on back order, so this spare wheel is out of stock. So I'm actually on that list. I'm just waiting for them to send it to me once it's in stock. And the price range can vary anywhere between $424 all the way up to $514, depending on what type of spare kit option you select. Then I also recently ordered the SnapPlate, which basically is a removable front license plate bracket, because here in California, you are required to have a front license plate. But the town where I live, cops don't really care. But I know for a fact if I'm traveling like to Los Angeles or San Francisco, this front license plate literally just snaps on and snaps off. So if I go through a car wash or something like that, which I don't do, but if I ever have to quickly wash my vehicle, I can simply pull this thing off, make sure I grab everything, and connect it, reattach it to my vehicle. It's fully adjustable, which is awesome, and it's safe to use for autopilot. But this accessory just recently hit the market, which is why I'm adding it to today's video, because I actually am going to go ahead and add it and install it on my Tesla. And whenever I do photo ops and stuff or videos, I'm just gonna simply remove it just like so. Aside from that, there you guys have it. Those are the accessories that I use day to day on my refresh Model S. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found some accessories on this video useful and helpful. If you did, you know what to do. I'd greatly appreciate if you actually leave this video a like, because those will help me out a lot. And get subscribed, especially if you enjoy a lot of tech videos just like this. If you have any recommendations or accessories you want me to go ahead and get my hands on and test out in the near future on my Model S, feel free to comment down below. Aside from that, once more, links to everything will be in the description below. So if you're curious how my experience been like with my Model S refresh, you can go ahead and check out that video over here as I review basically my ownership experience so far. And in that video over there, that is the video YouTube's recommending specifically for you. Thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.